Well, today has been a very impactful day, and I just keep reflecting on. I represent 19 Wing here in my riding, and I remember going there to spend a day and talking to some of our serving members, and they just said we just train until we do it automatically. There's no fear, there's no anything. There is absolute training and action, and I just I've carried that with me all the time when I think of our veterans and what they've given and how finely trained they were to do the work that they need to do. Mr. Windsor, if I could just come to you, Mr. Smith talked about how impactful it was to not feel needed and to have to almost hide his service, which was really impactful for me. And you talked about young veterans and needing to see themselves represented when we remember, when we have a commemoration. I'm just wondering if you could talk about what that would look like if you have examples. And you talked about how they need it for their good health. We talked about the wounded part, but I want to talk about how remembering and commemorating is good for their health.
Well, the problem is that every veteran defers to the generation. One of the problems, there's many issues to work through here. Every veteran defers to the generation that served previous to them. Did you notice how Sean spent a lot more time talking about the First and Second World War than his own service? Because veterans are modest. I missed MEDAC, but I wrote the report on MEDAC afterwards as an intelligence operator. And I'm not sure, Ms. Wagenthal, if the paragraphs that you just read, I think I might have wrote those. I'm not sure. I have to check the attribution on that. We don't want it. It's hard. They won't ask. Veterans today won't ask. They quietly say, "Hey, can you mention my mission at the Remembrance Day service?" But don't take the attention away from the First and Second World War, because they had it rougher than we did. Second World War veterans said the First World War guys had it rougher. The Korea vets said the Second World War guys had it rougher. This is a challenge for us, in that Canadian soldiers, sailors, and aircrew members are humble, and we in some respects need to pull it out of them, just like we need to pull it out of Sean today.